Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Do me a favor, throw a one in the chat if you are watching me live. Throw a two in the chat if you are watching the recording. And as usual, if you want to get in contact with me, you can text me at 844-243-4901 or inbox me. Inbox me, please. All right. So, and also, y'all want me to speak about something, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, but I never get any. But anywho, how y'all doing today on this lovely Tuesday afternoon? Today, real quick, y'all, we're gonna talk about paying down debt. Now, why is paying down debt important? Most people I work with, they want to become homeowners, and this thing they call DTI, or debt to income ratio, is serious because that can completely change where you want to live. Okay, because it could be the difference of being approved for, I don't know, a $300,000 house or a $200,000 house, and which could be the difference of somewhere around $500 a month that you're paying for something. And because of the debt that you're in, that could change based on your mortgage pre-approval information, stuff like that. So I want to talk a little bit about paying down debt. Um, and there's different kinds of debt, but I'm just want to give you a few quick tips, okay? All right. So the first part of paying down debt, especially when it comes to credit cards, because the thing about credit cards, that's revolving debt, and which means that can fluctuate. That can be different each month. Okay. So pay down more than the minimum, especially with things like credit cards, even with personal loans, because please remember, the payments that we make, minimum payment, when you make minimum payments when it comes to credit cards, you're paying mainly interest. Even when it comes to your mortgage, I think the first 9 to 10 years that you're paying on a mortgage, you're paying mainly interest. Credit cards, let's say $47 is your minimum payment to make that month. Now, it was good to make the minimum because that means you paid on time. Yes, and we know 35% is your payment history, which we need you to pay on time each month. But also, just paying the minimum, you're only barely paying over the interest, and the rest of it go to principal. So, like, depending on your interest rate, let's say $47 is your minimum payment. Payment 17 is actually going towards the principal. Making it take longer for you to pay it off. And for real, if you're in debt thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with credit cards, is that you'll never pay it off. Okay. They say, oh, it'll take you 40 something years, that you'll probably never pay it off. So that's why it's important to actually pay more than your actual minimum payment. Very, 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 very important, guys. Okay, so pay more than the minimum payment. So pay on time, number one, of course, and then pay more than the minimum. Pay as much as you can, because interest always get paid first. So one good um thing you can do for that, see if, and this is not speaking of your interest, this could be for like your mortgage or your car payments. See if your bank participates with a split payment program, and which means that you'll pay, half of that payment one part in a month and another half like 2 weeks later. The reason why that's important is because you are allowing less time for the interest to accumulate. So if less time, if the interest has less time to accumulate, that means you're paying less interest, which means in the long run, you're actually saving money. Okay. So there are some banks that allow you to do it for your car, and there are banks that will allow it for your mortgage. That's like a bi-weekly mortgage. And with a mortgage, that's like a equivalent of saving yourself 5 years, like 5 years. It's the equivalent also of making an extra mortgage payment each year. But you can also, by doing that, you can also save yourself like 5 years on your mortgage. Okay, also, so with credit cards, now this is another reason why you need to keep your balances on your credit cards low. Get a little air up in here, because um, if you pay your credit cards off 15 days before the statement date, and then again, excuse me, pay half of it 15 days before the statement date, and then like another 3 to 4 days before the statement date, that almost looks like two payments. So again, you're saving yourself interest. Whenever you make payments, extra payments to your credit cards, it always make you look more responsible, making those extra payments. And also remember, that's less time for the interest to accumulate, so you're saving money in the long run. But that's why it's very important to make sure you don't run up those credit cards. Plus, y'all know when y'all run up those credit cards, you decrease your credit scores, right? All right, so let's talk about more allocating more of your total income to paying down your debt as well. So if you are in the position to do that, please do. Okay, if you can put more money on your debt, on your student loans, your personal loans, your credit cards, your mortgage, please do. Okay, which also, if you are getting bonuses at work, any type of additional income, or any unexpected income, put that stuff on your debt. Get that debt down. Debt to income ratio kills a lot of people when it comes to the mortgage. Okay, and also, do not take on more debt. And what's one way to take on more debt? What do people like to do? When you're at your department stores, Macy's is one of my favorite stores. What do they always offer you? Would you like the Macy's card? And some long time ago, some years ago, yes, I took the Macy's card, yo, because I was spending a lot of money. Oh, you'll save 10%. I think I was spending like I had spent like over $1,000 that day. So it's like, here, take the Macy's card. I think I saved 100 and something dollars just by taking the Macy's card. But if you are working on your credit and you are looking to make a big purchase, especially a home, is not worth it. So don't do it to save that 10%. That person that's actually offering that card to you is going to make more in commissions than you than you actually saving. Okay, and I don't knock they hustle. Trust me, I don't. 'Cause you got to be a hustler nowadays. But don't take on more debt. Don't buy stuff. Don't buy more stuff that you cannot afford. Don't take on more debt. So with that being said, my clients actually have access to a debt pay down system. It comes with their services with me, and with the debt pay down system, it will also show you how to pay debt down quicker. Had a business partner, she paid down like 60 grand of student loans in less than a year. She was making that money too, but she was allocating her money properly, and that's what's important. So yeah, so if you're interested in getting help with paying down your debt, let me know. Something else I want to say too, even when you have, let's say you have multiple credit cards, and they're high. One good way you can pay those bad boys off is through a personal loan. You get yourself a personal loan, $10,000, $20,000, pay down those credit cards or to pay them off. The good thing about that, even though you're taking all on another loan, you're paying down those credit cards or you're paying them off, but don't run those credit cards back off. Don't run them back up. But here's the thing: if you're going to be responsible with your credit cards from now on, paying, let's say you pay 12% on on this personal loan that you're using to pay off your credit card debt. You're going to save a whole lot more money than that 17 to 25% that you have on your credit card. So think about it that way too. Plus your credit score is going to shoot up because you're decreasing that utilization rate. So you can use personal loans to decrease your credit card debt as well. But use something like that sparingly. Don't That's not something you want to do all the time, but it does works. If you are I will hold off on doing that if you're looking to purchase a home. That depends on what you want to do, but make sure you speak to a professional, depending on what type of mortgage professional you are dealing with. So make sure you speak with a professional first before you do that. Or if you're not looking to purchase a home, go ahead and do it. If you need help with a low interest um personal loan, I can also deliver that to you. So let me know, hit me up, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I gotta go pick up my little one. You guys be safe out here. Thank you for watching.